What's up? I ain't said this in a while, but what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Tony, aka Two Tone. And Barcelona had a game today. We're going to talk about that. But before I get into all that, I want to talk about why I haven't been posting here lately. And I just want to apologize to the viewers, to the subscribers, because y'all came here for content and I promised to give y'all that. And I haven't been doing that lately. At first I was hesitant on if I even wanted to share this information, because it's not like it really matters at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, because people go through things all the time in life, so I'm no different. So for a while I wasn't sure if I was ready to go in and really just kind of highlight what was going on, but I felt it was fair, and I felt for me it would help me start to post more if I can just get this out, because it's been weighing on me pretty heavily about me not posting while I was dealing with what I was dealing with. So I do appreciate y'all patience. Just got some love and support throughout this time, and those words of kind words that I received, it helped me a lot, so I do appreciate for those who reached out. And if you didn't know anything about it, that's cool, man. Look, like I said, everybody got their own problems, but I just had to make sure I was right before I jumped out and started making content again. But highlighting what was going on, man, just to keep it real with y'all, like over the holiday season, it was rough. I won't say the company name, but I work for a Fortune 500 company here in America. And I've been working there since 2017, so it's going on now 9 years. Been working there, and they laid off my entire department. And the way that they did it, they done it over a Zoom call, and it was hundreds of people in there. And you got people that's parents that's trying to get through school, that's barely getting by. And when that news dropped, it was heavy. It was pretty damn devastating, and it wasn't easy for me to accept that news, because while I was dealing with that, on that same day, my oldest brother got locked up. And as I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with work, I'm getting the news that my big brother got locked up. So that was tough. That was around Thanksgiving. So I still was posting in between, but that shit was hard. It was hard to do, because I know that you're dealing with a situation where you're about to be laid off, and it's kind of hard to get into the creative space before you can really do it like how you want to do it, because you got that sitting on your mind. While I'm dealing with that, my dog was really, really sick, and it was progressively getting worse, and we weren't sure what was going on. First, he wasn't eating. Then we switched his meals, and he was eating a little bit, but then it just ultimately got to the point where he just stopped eating as a whole, and the only thing he was doing was drinking water. And over the weeks, we saw him drastically lose weight. It was to the point where we were looking at him, and we're just looking at basically skin and bones at that point. And that shit was tough, bro, because we had, his name was Onyx. He was in one of my videos. I was reacting to a Champions League match, and I was in the living room sitting on the couch, and he was next to me. So if y'all seen that video, that's the dog I'm talking about. His name was Onyx. And the dog that he was a lab mix. Playful dog, loved his toys, loved running around. He was like a puppy. He was only 4 years old. We was trying to figure out what was going on, because he just wasn't himself. He wasn't eating, and he loved eating, he loved playing, and he wasn't doing either of the two. And every time he would go to the bathroom outside, it was always something wrong with it, and so we knew something was drastically wrong. Vet bills are not cheap. They're expensive, and we had to make sure we tried to get the money available to go to the vet and see what was going on. They ran some scans, they'd drawn some blood, and long story short, he had cancer. And he had cancer in his liver. And I'm sorry, I keep saying liver when I tell this story. He had cancer in the spleen that eventually started spreading, going to the liver, but it started in his spleen. And because he got cancer in his spleen, it started to enlarge, shrinking the other organs in his body, and that shrunk his stomach, and that's why he lost his appetite. And because he didn't have an appetite, he could barely do anything else. So I'm literally watching my puppy slowly die in front of me, and it was really, really hard on my wife and I, dealing with this. And we had our complications while we're trying to figure out what's going on with our puppy. That's pretty heavy on a couple. It can be. And you're dealing with the stress of the holidays, you're dealing with that. And we had a few arguments, and we worked things out. And these kind of things happen in relationships. I've been with my wife since 2011, so we locked in. But we was going through a hard time, admittedly, and we wasn't sure what was going on. But when they dropped the news on us that our puppy had cancer, it was tough, because we really knew at that point there was really only one option. We didn't want to go through the process of getting surgery, spending tens and tens of thousands of dollars to try to hopefully fix the situation, just for him to now be a regular at the vet, and it was no guarantee that he would be feeling any better afterwards. So after thinking about it for only a day, we decided to euthanize him. And that experience, it wasn't an immediate effect. We had to wait a few days to ultimately get that done. And when that was done, it was tough. And it's been going on now a week and a half, and all of those things was going on during the holiday season. So to be real with y'all, that break Barcelona had was a perfect break, because at least I didn't miss that many more games. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was a time where they wasn't playing, so only news that was coming out was transfer news. And I know it was some transfer news coming out, big news that I didn't talk about, and people was trying to figure out what was going on, making sure I was okay. But that break from Barcelona was definitely needed. It definitely was needed, because it was tough. It was tough on me, man. It was tough on my wife. And so I just had to make sure, things were better for me emotionally. Now, as far as my career and where I'm going to go next, because I'm soon to be unemployed. They gave us an end date, which is coming up here soon. So a lot of my downtime, I've been looking at other jobs. I'm trying to look at other gigs and doing things here and there to try to make ends meet. So again, content creation has been the last thing on my mind, man, because when I first started doing content and the schedule that I had and where I was working from home. So it'll be a lot of times where you can get work done early, and I'm available to watch any game that I wanted to live commentate on. And with now my situation changing, and it changing so abruptly, my schedule is now completely changed. And it is temporary because of the circumstances that I'm dealing with. But depending on what gig I do next, because obviously, I'm not in a situation on YouTube where I've made $1 from YouTube. I just do this because I like talking football with y'all, with Barcelona. So this is not a money situation. I'm definitely not making anything from this to be able to just do this full time. So I'm out here trying to figure out who's going to hire me, and putting in a lot of applications, man, tweaking your resume. It's a lot of work, bro. It really is. And it's not easy to deal with because it requires patience. But at the same time, when you have been told you're going to be laid off, you and hundreds of others at your at the company, it puts a bit of urgency behind it at the same time. So I felt any little downtime that I had, I didn't have the luxury to post. Now, I still watch Barcelona games when I can, and I always have the option to watch them on DVR if I miss them live. And because of that, and I get a chance to watch them, but it's late at night, U.S. time, especially Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. I don't have time to really watch it then react to it, and then edit and post videos, because I already watch the games relatively late. So, and I get up so early in the morning now. So it's just been a mess, man. Like I said, the relationship issues, my puppy passed, my job situation, my family situation. It was a rough holiday season as a whole, so you throw that on top of that. And then now with my situation changing, I don't really have a consistent schedule right now to be able to guarantee you guys videos on a consistent basis. So right now, if you don't see me post, it's just because I haven't really had time. This is really the first time I've had where I can share what's been going on, and it's very late. As you can see in the background, it's dark most of the time when I post videos. The sun is out, so I can start working on the videos immediately. But that hasn't been the case for me at all here recently. So yeah, I just wanted to catch y'all up on that, man, because I felt it was fair for me to share a video about this and what I'm dealing with. And yeah, man, I'm probably gonna post a video reacting to Barcelona's win today over Bilbao, because we crushed them, and I would love to do a reaction to it. But I had to get this out the way first. I had to do an update, just had to explain what was going on. And like I said, y'all, I do appreciate y'all patience. I do not want this video to be a super long video, because I'm just rambling. And like I said, people go through things all the time. I'm nothing different. What I have learned through this is, bad days happen, bad weeks and months happen, but it's how you respond to them when they do happen. Bad things happen to everybody, but it's about getting up and continue to take the next step forward and do it with a positive attitude. Be grateful for the things you do have while they're here, and don't complain as much, because you take your situation for granted, and then it can be pulling under your feet like a rug. And then you look at your situation and you would just be thinking, damn, just a half a year ago I was in a much more comfortable situation, and I would much rather be that where I was then than where I'm at now. So some valuable learning lessons that come through it, but your boy will be all right. I'm gonna be all right. But like I said, as far as consistently posting, until I have something stable going on, you probably won't see me consistently posting like how I was doing in the past few months. But I'm gonna try to find a day, maybe over the weekend, one of the days, where I can just kind of sum up what's been going on with Barcelona. I know it's gonna kind of kill my momentum as far as what I was doing on TikTok and YouTube, but right now I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna be real, I'm not worried about that. I already been losing a lot of followers on TikTok. Luckily for me, I haven't had nobody else subscribe on YouTube, but probably in due time. Probably this video will remind them, a couple of them, to subscribe. You never know. But look, man, real shit though, I'm gonna be all right. I just had to allow myself some time. I didn't want to put out content just to BS and put out content for the sake of doing it. I want to make sure I'm in a good space, because the whole reason why I started doing this in the first place was just to escape from my norm. It was something that, and like I said, I'm a big soccer fan, football, I call it whatever, but I love this sport. It makes me very passionate watching them, and I love the community of seeing people on social media. So it prompted me to want to make a YouTube channel, so I can have my own personal experiences with the many Barcelona fans that's out there, and football fans in general. My goal is to one day be in a situation where I can be, steady enough in life to where, I can be posting consistently, because ultimately that's what I like doing. So I appreciate y'all if y'all made it all the way to the end of this video. I'm not even gonna tell y'all to like and subscribe, man. Right now, I'm just worried about getting things back on track. So you guys didn't sub to have to, watch me go through that. So, but I will say this: if you're going through things in life, talk about it with people that care about you, that's near dear. And if you don't have that, try to get some professional help. And if you still have people in your life that you can talk to, professional help may help as well, because I'm looking to do that for myself in 2026, man. Because like I said, bad things happen. to people all the time, but it's about how you respond and how you continue to move forward while still doing the things that you love and giving the energy to the people that you love. So a lot of lessons learned over the last month, but I had to get that situated, and I'm still in the middle of it. It's not as bad as what it was because I have started to heal since losing my puppy. My brother is back home. Me and my wife's situation, we're good now. So a lot of things are heading in the right direction. But right now, like I said, it's just a lot of my downtime I'm putting in time on Indeed.com or whoever will be listening to look at my resume. But like I said, man, once everything gets steady, I'm not deleting my channel. I'm going to have some ups and downs because I'm going to be here for the long run. So in a grand scale of things, like when you're looking back, this time it's going to look like, he was just only gone for a little bit. Because like I said, I'm going to be here for a long time, man. So I appreciate y'all for allowing me to ramble and get that off my chest. I do feel better now that I've done that. And yeah, man, I'm going to get it with y'all on the next one. So until then, Two Tone is out. Peace.